Great to talk to you. Thanks for talking to us. My name's Ruby. I'm from iHeart Canada. We are so excited. The 25th anniversary of one of your best-selling albums ever. You're releasing Millennium 2.0. So, what
Yes,
can fans expect from that?
12 tracks
Yep.
from the original album, and then there'll be 6 live tracks that we have, where we've taken some of those songs and we've made them a little bit more acoustic. And then we also have 6 demos of songs for the record that were also there. That was, like I say, B-sides from some of the albums around the world. And believe it or not, we're going to even have one new song on there as well called Hey, which is the single that we just released.
When you think back to 25 years ago when you were recording that album, is there a memory that jumps out at you? Is there something that you look back on and you're like, oh my gosh, like Millennium, this sort of represents that for me?
I think when we were recording it, I mean, having I Want It That Way on it. I mean, that record, as soon as we started hearing the demos coming in with Max Martin and his whole camp up in Sweden, we knew we had something special on our hands. I mean, it checked off all the boxes with the up tempos, the mid tempos, the ballads. There's a song there called Spanish Eye, so I was really excited, being part Latin, that to be able to have a song that had a little bit of my roots in there. But yeah, no, I think the record. I remember us recording it over in Sweden. It came quite quickly, which is something that when that happens, you kind of second guess a little bit.
Mm.
But that's sometimes when you get some of the best songs just kind of naturally just happen.
Well, obviously, it happening fast didn't affect anything. One of the best-selling
Well,
albums of
thank
all
you,
time.
thank you, thank you,
Um,
thank you.
and you guys are going to be the first pop group to take over the Sphere in Las Vegas. So, what do fans have in store for that?
So yeah, we are very honored. I mean, to come after U2 and the Eagles and Fish. We had a chance to see U2 perform. I mean, not U2, but the Eagles perform there, and it's amazing. The acoustics are unbelievable. I think there's something like 160,000 speakers all over the place. The screen is like 300 feet tall. You feel like you're like in a planetarium. It's so amazing that just it's almost like an immersive experience. So we're actually like the Eagles said, when you're in the room and you're watching it, the artists are more like the soundtrack to this movie that they're seeing. But I think it's gonna be a really great way to take our fans a trip down memory lane with all the Millennium album, plus a lot of songs that we've put together that we feel like are just great fan favorites, some of our favorites. I think it's gonna be just something that's gonna be very special for the fans.
And you want fans to wear all white?
So we've been playing around with that idea of talking about having the fans really relive that Millennium experience with us. And I think white was definitely the color of the Millennium record that people mostly remember with the "I Want It That Way" iconic video, and also the cover of the album and the back sleeve of it. So it's yeah, I think we're gonna make it into a white party.
I love the visual of that, but I also think if you have everyone wearing all white, you need to have sort of like a paint splatter zone or something to
Yeah,
really,
right.
really shock everybody.
Exactly. That would be funny.
We talked to AJ not that long ago, and we asked him about his sort of bucket list people that he wants to meet. And he went on and on about Ryan Reynolds, who is, of course, Canadian.
That's funny. Yes.
So, my two questions are: is Ryan going to get the invite to the Sphere? And also, who would you like to see in attendance?
Oh wow. Yeah, no, Ryan is would be awesome. I mean, he's a great guy. I think we're all big fans of his. You know who I really love and admire, and it was it's such an honor to work with her in the past is Shania Twain. I
Oh,
would love to
yeah.
see her come out. I know she's become almost like a second resident as well of Vegas with her shows that she's done over the years there. And we've had a chance to see her and her show over there, and it would be great to see her. And I mean, obviously, it would be amazing if there was any blessings that Celine Dion was in town at the same time. That would be cool. Michael Bublé. I mean, you guys got so many great artists up there. It's always great looking in the audience, especially in the past when we did Vegas and seeing the other artists that come around and that are in the audience and that kind of like I guess want to kind of show like their respects, almost like artist to artist, kind of like appreciation. And so yeah, you guys got a lot of great Canadian talent that we'd be honored to come if they would be willing to come to see the show.
Okay, very exciting. And we have a podcast called Encore where we talk about some of the biggest songs ever. And of course, we have to talk about I Want It That Way because it is
Okay.
one of the biggest songs ever. So, specifically to that song, is there something that you remember about recording the song or putting it together?
Actually, believe it or not, I remember when we recorded the song. I remember after us singing it, it was like, okay, this is interesting. It doesn't make 100% sense when you listen to the lyrics, but there's a good flow to it. I wonder what's going to happen with this. And sure enough, um, our record label asked for us to allow Mutt Lang to come in and do a rewrite on the song. And actually, believe it or not, that song, the rewrite is going to be on the new released Millennium record as well. That's considered one of the demos that people, like I say, a few of those are demos, as well as a couple of songs that were from the different international records are part of that six demos section there. Um, but yeah, so anyway, so we re-recorded the song with the new lyrics that made a bit more sense, but it was so interesting how music is just has a way of its own, just, hitting you or not hitting you. And the lyrics, no, nothing against the lyrics, but the lyrics actually lost the feel of the music. And so us, along with the record label, discussed it in depth and said, we're willing to gamble with this song. And even though it doesn't make 100%, sense or most grammatically correct English, let's go with it because it has the feel. And look, lo and behold, it's our biggest song. So we kind of leave it up to the lyrics being up for anybody's interpretation nowadays.
So, it's way more important for the song to be a banger than it does for it to make any sense.
I guess so. I guess so. It's that feel that you get inside for a song.
I love that. And do you remember how different the alternate version is? Because, yeah, like you said, it's going to be on Millennium 2.0. So, how much different is it? Does it have a different feel entirely, or is it just the words?
It's the words. So the music was exactly the same. I think it was instead of tell me why, it was no goodbyes. And instead of I never want to hear you say I want it that way, I think it was I love it when I hear you say I want it that way. So it definitely gave it a different bit of a twist. I mean, it made it more of like a love song for a person. But now, like I say, the ambiguous of the lyrics being so kind of out there and not knowing, it kind of leaves it up to anybody's interpretation of what they want the song to mean to them.
Well, I can't wait to hear it. So excited for Millennium 2.0. Can't wait to see you guys at the Sphere in Las Vegas. Like I said,
Thank you.
chat with us anytime. And thank you
Thank
so
you. Thank
much.
you. Thank you very much. Please, everybody going out there, buy the tickets. They're on sale right now. I think we've got like 5 weekends starting July 11th to August 10th. We'd love for you guys to come out and see your boys.
And Shania, hit them up. Give them
Like
a
to see you
call.
out there too, Shania. Right on.
Thank you.